Hello, everybody. Welcome in. I do want to just say off the top, bear with me. Feeling a little under the weather today, but Trevor, you are right. It is a football Sunday, so it is a good freaking morning. Spades, hello, Mr. Drip. Hello, Sammy Bear. Hello. Glad we can be talking. I just bear with me if I'm coughing a little bit or if I'm a little slower getting to things. We're we're recovering. We feeling under the weather. Then had a wedding last night, and so didn't get to bed till a little bit later. But um, we're rallying in now, so we can answer some questions. So let's kind of just dive right in. I got the Vikings game on in the background too. Liam, what up? So if I'm disappointed too as we're talking because my Vikings are not looking great, then you know why. If you're watching as well, you know that it's not great. It's not going well for us. So we'll start up top with Bono Sports, Nico Collins or a Mecca. Um, I'm still leaning Nico, especially this week against the Ravens. I think this is the bounce back week. Their entire defense is hurt. I'm going with Nico. I mean, obviously, Emeka's been a good play, but he is outperforming his expected fantasy points, right? Just off of volume and everything. Marks, Dowdle, BTJ, or Lad for my full flex PPR. I'm still going to go BTJ. I understand not trusting him. But BTJ is my guy this week that I'm going to lean on. Fields or Herbert. For all this, I'm consulting our weekly rankings. We put them out on our Discord. That's linked in the video you're watching right now, whether you're on Facebook, Twitter, or either of the YouTube channels. We put them out. Right now, I have Justin Herbert as my quarterback 3 and Justin Fields as my quarterback 8. So I'm going to lean Herbert, but Fields I don't think is a bad play. Swish, Inc., Fields or May. Again, like I just said, I have Fields at 8 and I have Drake May at 9. I think you could go either way. I'm going to go Fields. I think against Dallas, probably the safer play, but which is crazy to say with Justin Fields. But golly, can the Vikings stop Quinshon for once? And they're, oh my gosh, it's brutal. It's brutal. This Quinshon guy is actually really good. Let's see. Let's find some other ones. Rico Dowdle or Amari De Mercado. I'm gonna go Rico. I think he's got more solidified a role. And then offense, I think Amari and Michael Carter. I don't really know what it's gonna look like. So that's kind of where I'm at with that one. Krosky, Merritt, Pollard, or Merritt. I'm gonna assume that's just Krosky, Merritt, or Pollard. I'm gonna still go Pollard, even with I think is Tajay back. I haven't actually seen. Even if Tajay's back, I'm still gonna go him there. Trevor, our guy, Diggs, Shaheed, Downs, or Waller. Go Diggsy this week. I'm going to buy a little bit into that revenge game. I don't know if that's a huge deal, but I think more the fact that he's just being used more, right? This ramp up period. We saw it last week of, hey, he is the wide receiver one. We paid him like that. We're going to start using him like that. He's fully healthy. I'm going to go Diggsy there in your PPR. Or in your flex, not your PPR, obviously your leagues, whatever. I told you, you got to bear with me a little bit, and I'm got sick brain right now. Dowdle, De Mercado, White, pick 2. I'm going to go Dowdle, and I'm going to go White between those two. Darius Slayton or Troy Franklin. Oh, we're getting down and dirty with it here. I'm going to go Troy Franklin. Yeah, I'm going to go Franklin. No, wow. Okay, so I got Slayton 2 spots ahead of Franklin, but Ty is significantly higher on Franklin than Slayton this week. So we're mixed. I am gonna lean Slayton if I gotta pick the 2. Michael, I see those Vikings jerseys in that pick and that profile pick too. So I'm assuming you're hurting with me this morning watching Quinshon just run all over this defense. Wandale, Kamara, Olave, Worthy, Devonta Smith. Pick 3. Well, Will Worthy. I think I'm going to go Worthy, Olave, and Kamara if I'm picking 3. Chase Brown, McConkey, K9, or Woody Marks. I'm going to go with K9 for sure. There. Ooh, I gotta speed it up. You guys are flying through these questions. I am getting behind. That is my bad. Oof. Oh, it's because a lot of you are just repeating your same question over and over. I can't even see. Do we got the brown bottle flu since I was waiting on that? No, I'm actually sick, unfortunately. Unfortunately, it was not because of fun that I'm feeling like this. Appreciate you too, Trevor. Let's see. Let's try to find a couple. Sutton, Debo, Marvin Harrison Jr. Pick 2. I'm gonna go with Sutton and Marv. No, I'm gonna go Sutton and Debo. I am. I can't believe I'm saying that, but I am gonna go Sutton and Debo. There. BTJ, Harrison, Olave, Diggs, pick 2. BTJ, Harrison, Olave, Diggs. I'm gonna go. Man, who do I got? I gotta see this where we consult the rankings because my head. I got BTJ. I know the highest, and you go Olave. I'm gonna go BTJ and Olave this week. Olave, Harrison, and Diggs are all very close together for me. Dallas Goedert, Jake Ferguson for sure. Definitely go Jake Ferguson. As long as CD's out, he's a for sure top 5 tight end start. Jake Ferguson is, and even when CD comes back, I still think he's a good start. With Bowers out, who could you pick up? I mean, obviously depends who's on your waiver wire, right? With bye weeks, a lot of people have probably already started picking up. Mason Taylor's not a bad pickup. If you got to do it, Tommy Tremble, if you're getting gross. I would even, you could even go Theo Johnson. So, like, if you got it depends how gross you got to get because it depends what type of league you're in, for sure. But yeah, let's see. Let's go down here, find some new ones. Yeah, I mean, luckily we at least got a punt. I mean, it helps when they start on their own 1, but oh, geez. It's just, the Vikings just fumble? Oh, no. Oh, my mood's going to be awful. This is brutal. Dowdle or Devonta Smith? I am going to go with Devonta Smith. C-Dog, thanks for joining us each week. Oh, yep. That is a fumble. Nice job, Vikes. Watching the reaction live. Should I trade BTJ and Harold Fan for Brock? I'm going to hold on to BTJ and Fannin instead of Bowers. Bowers needs to sit and get healthy, and he won't. Well, I guess he is sitting this week, but I'm still a believer in BTJ, so I'm gonna hold on that one. Jacob Dobbins or Trayvon Henderson. I'm gonna go to Dobbins this week. The GOAT prods, of course. Personal foul. Does that negate the fumble? I don't have sound on, so obviously I don't know. RJ Harvey or Sean Tucker. I'm gonna go RJ Harvey, said MK. Yeah, we're all 3 of us are huge Vikings fans. So which is unfortunate because, right, it's just a cursed existence as far as football goes. Let's see. Jackson Dart or Daniel Jones with Caleb on bye. I really want to go Dart. I don't blame you. I want to go Dart too, but I think Daniel Jones is the right answer. He's been playing too well. I know last week was a little bit of a down week, but I think you got to go Daniel Jones still. Drake May, Dak, or Goff in a 6-point passing. So I want to say Goff because he has the best matchup against Cincinnati, but my worry is they're just going to be up by so much and they're just going to be able to run the ball, and when they can run, they want to run. So I think I'm going to go Dak in that one, but it's really close between all 3. But I think I'm going to lean Dak. T-Mac or Dowdle in the flex. Go T-Mac for sure. Kenneth Walker, Chase Brown, or Woody Marks. I didn't see. Can somebody? I went to commercial. Is it the Browns' ball now? Did the Vikings lose that fumble, or the penalty negate? I just saw a flag. I didn't actually see what the flag was for. So if someone could update me, that'd be great. Kenneth Walker, Chase Brown, or Woody Marks. I'm going Kenneth Walker. Between those 3, Henry or Warren, and Marv, Ladd, Sutton, and Wandale. Are you saying Hunter Henry or Tyler Warren? I would assume. If that's the case, I'm going to go Tyler Warren, and then Marv, Ladd, Sutton, and Wandale for 3 spots. I'm going to go those first 3. I like Wandale, but I'm still going to trust the first 3 over Wandale this week. Oh, that is the worst thing that could have ever happened. Not great. Of course, MK, thanks for asking, dude. Sharby or Tootin in your flex spot. I'm gonna go Sharbs just because I don't love, I mean, obviously, whatever. Tampa Bay hasn't been, easy against run, but I don't really want to trust Tootin against Kansas City. The game might be a monsoon too, so I don't think he's gonna get a ton of receiving work. No, this is ugly, but Franklin or Tootin. I think I'm gonna lean Franklin there. Jane Daniels or Justin Fields. If Daniels plays, you start Daniels. So yeah, I'm gonna go Jane Daniels there. I do like Justin Fields, obviously, against Dallas, but I would lean Jane Daniels there. What's up, my guy? We're just answering questions and getting our hearts crushed because our Minnesota Vikings don't like to win games, so it's a lot of fun. We're in a good spot. Ramondre Stevenson or Rashad White this week. I'm gonna go Rashad White. I think he gets more carries when he's the main guy. He puts a lot of fantasy points, so I'm gonna go with Rashad White. He is coming off an injury, so if you want to play it, maybe play it a little more safe. Go Justin Fields, but I think Jane Daniels is pretty stinking good, so I'm gonna trust in Jane Daniels, and I don't think they're gonna put him back out there unless they, he's healthy. So I'm gonna trust in that part as well. Although I will say, if anybody doesn't have a great track record of putting out quarterbacks too early before they're ready, or rushing quarterbacks too early before they're ready, it's probably the Commanders team, but. New ownership, so we're going to hope that they're doing something a little bit different over there. I kind of like Fields against Dallas over Hurts against Denver. I don't mind that one. I still have Hurts ranked higher just because he doesn't have to throw the ball to be really specific or really good. Nolan, I'm reading your questions, and it really sounds like you don't want to start Daniels and you want to start Fields. I think they're close enough where if you want to go that way, you for sure can. But yeah, I would follow your conviction over following me. At the end of the day, with something that close, because if I'm right, you go, oh shoot, I made a mistake. But if you are right and you listen to me, then you're kicking yourself and you're like, why did I listen to this idiot? So I think it's pretty close. I think if you want to go Fields, I think go Fields, but I would personally lean Jay Daniels. Juwan Johnson or Dalen Wallen. I'm gonna still stick with Juwan Johnson. Just with the amount of volume he's given, even with Taysom Hill back, I don't think that changes too much for him. Pick one: Dowdle, Ederson, Kamara. Return yards 2. Oh, geez. How much? I don't even know how much do return yards count for in your league. I think Kamara, but maybe depending on how overpowering, kicking yards are, then maybe, or return yards, then maybe you do go Henderson there. But I think I lean Kamara. Stevenson or Henderson this week against Buffalo. I think I'm gonna go Henderson. But I think it's close. It honestly just depends who falls in the end zone between the two of them. Is probably what it comes down to. Should I drop Travion and pick up Woody Marks? Man, is there any way you can drop anybody else? Travion is one of those guys that you got to hold. So it's hard. I don't know. Maybe you do. Maybe you start him, but maybe you can drop Travion, but I wouldn't if you can find another way. But yes, I would pick up Woody Marks for sure. Chase Brown, Rico, or Ladd, pick 2. I'm probably still gonna go with. And I'm probably gonna go Rico and Ladd there. Honestly, it's probably the 2 I'm gonna go. Dart or Mayfield. I'm gonna go Mayfield. DeMarcado or Rico Dowdle. I'm gonna go Rico. Pollard or Michael Carter full PPR. I think Carter actually has a slightly higher ceiling this week if he does end up getting the volume, but I think Pollard's volume alone gives him a much higher floor. So I'm going to go with Pollard just because Michael Carter could goose egg you, but I do think Carter probably has a better ceiling. MK, of course. Trevor, little trade action here. Ladd, Henderson, give BTJ and Harvey. I couldn't do it. I don't think it's a bad trade. I'm just such a BTJ believer that I don't think I could could give him up. If return yards are the same, then yeah, I'd say it gives Henderson the edge. That's pretty wild. Yeah, because what if he gets 3 returns? I mean, he could have the same amount of yards as both the other guys just without even touching the ball, right? So I think I'm going to go in that case, go Henderson. AJ Brown or JMO? Ooh, that one sucks because I still think JMO's or AJ Brown's the right answer, even against Denver, even against pass retain. But JMO definitely has a higher ceiling, and I can't even say that AJ Brown has a better floor because JMO only needs 3 catches. So I think I lean AJ Brown, but that's not necessarily a great reason why. I just think AJ Brown's a better wide receiver, and I'm gonna bet on that right now, but I don't know. I mean, it's gonna be tough against that Denver defense. Tony Pollard or Khalil Shakir. I'm gonna go Khalil Shakir. Woody Marks, Chris Olave, or Ladd. Let's see. I got to see how. So Woody Marks is my running back 19. Chris Olave. Probably gonna go Olave there. Probably gonna go Olave. Dowdle, Chase Brown, Rashad White, JCM, Harvey, Henderson, pick 3. Sheesh, what are you doing to me? Oh, come on, Carson. Sorry. Watching Carson miss throw after throw. It's getting rough. I'm going to go with Rashad White for sure, which I think he's actually the most obvious. I'm going to go Chase Brown, and I think probably going to go Rico Dowdle out of those 3. Being totally honest. Baseball Shorts, glad you could join us again, as always, each and every week. Looking forward to seeing you. Scadaboo, Collins, or Kamara, pick 2. I'm going Scadaboo again this week, and I'm going to go Nico. I'm going to go Scadaboo and Nico slightly over Kamara. I got Scadaboo 1 spot higher than Kamara this week. Oh, good job, Justin. Golly. Don't let anybody lie to you. Justin Jefferson's the best wide receiver in the NFL, so it's not close. Olave instead of Ladd, Trevor. I still think I'm going to keep BTJ and Harvey, but I understand if you're over BTJ and you want to take the shot on Henderson. I do understand that. So I think it's a pretty fair trade. Chase Brown or Harvey. I'm going to go Chase Brown still this week. Harvey got in at the end of the game last week. Just because it was kind of a blowout, but I still think I'm going to go Chase Brown. Nolan, I understand what you're saying, that Puka's the best wide receiver right now. But if you gave Justin Jefferson Matt Stafford, Justin Jefferson is going to put up numbers that you've never even seen. So I don't know. That's just maybe I am biased 100%. I'm 100% biased, but I still think it goes Jefferson, Chase, and then I think it's Puka, CD. If I had to go top 4, I think AJ Brown deserves his flowers to be up there. Obviously they're not throwing the ball. Devontae still looks awesome. Nico Collins when healthy. Amon-Ra too. Like I underrate Amon-Ra so much. So I mean, I'm probably wrong about him. He's probably higher than what I have him at too. So definitely there. Let's see. Should I trade Kamara for ETN? If you can pull that off, then yeah, I would do that. But I don't know that you're going to be able to pull that one off. Mahomes or Goff this week. I'm going to go. I think I'm still going to go Mahomes because he's been running the ball as much as he has. So I'm going to go Mahomes. But Jaguars defense has actually been sneaky pretty good. So I drafted Malik. Yeah. No, that's golly, Carson. Dude. Oh, it's hard to watch. Drafted Malik, Troy, Elick, Aomaner. Is wide receiver. I'm gonna go Elick. But yeah, it's gotta make some of those decisions when you lose your top guys. Juwan Johnson or Theo Engram or Taylor. I'm just gonna go Juwan Johnson there. Wow. Gentlemen, I might be off in here in about 10 minutes. I'm starting to lose my voice. This is starting to get hard to talk through. This sick is not great. Why don't the Vikes ever use Hawkinson? I've been asking this all the time. So yeah, it is not good. I think they need to be using him a lot more. Brian Thomas, Ted McMillan. I am gonna go with. I hate saying this, but I'm gonna go with Tet this week. It hurts me deep down to go with Tet. Coaching in this game, it's Carson holds the ball way too long. That's always been an issue. It doesn't make the right decisions. I think, and then obviously, Vikings offensive line is getting overpowered by the Browns defensive line, and that was just good with the backups. The Browns have a great defensive line. What I didn't see on the other side was that Browns offensive line was going to overpower the Vikings defensive line as much as they have, which is why I think they've been able to, have had 3 scoring drives. Should I trade Judkins and AJB for a receiver? And if so, who? Well, if you're looking to do that, I mean, Judkins has been on fire. Like, you better be getting a top level, like a Jefferson or a JSN, or like, I understand AJ Brown hasn't been great, but Quinshon's been on fire. I think he's honestly the more lucrative piece in that trade right now. Pittman Jr. or Scadaboo. I am going to go with. I'm still going to trust in Pittman Jr., although I think it's very close this week. Daniel or Fields, I think. Yeah, I'm still leaning Daniels, but it is very close. If you'd rather go Fields, A.O. Minor or Troy Franklin, go A.O. Minor. Devonta Smith or Troy Franklin, I'm going Devonta Smith, even against Denver. Shakir, Wandale, Devonta Diggs. I'm going Diggsy. And I have Devon. Well, no, I guess I lied. I'm gonna go Diggsy and Wandale. Wow, I forgot that I had. No, never mind. Our consensus has Wandale higher, but I have Devonta higher, so I'm gonna go Devonta and Diggs. But it is all 4 of them are like right now between wide receiver 29 and 33 for us. Like they're literally back to back to back to back. So you can go any way with any of those. Mercado or Carter. If I had to pick right now, I'm gonna go Carter, but I'm not convinced either way until we kind of see it. Guys, I got about 5 minutes left. I'm trying to power through. We'll get to about 30 minutes on this, and then we'll call it. I don't know if you can hear, but I'm definitely losing my voice, and I'm definitely starting to slow down reading some of these questions. I think I might take a nap and have to catch up on games later this afternoon. We'll see how it goes. Herbert or May, I'm going Herbert over May, but again, I still have May as a top 10 quarterback. Denver's defense is one of the best against pass and against quarterbacks. And so, yeah, I mean, they're hard to trust, but Hurts, I trust this week because he doesn't throw the ball much. AJB, I'm just kind of betting on the talent, and I'm betting on the fact that even though they're up against a great defense, they are about to lose the confidence of both their wide receivers. They don't kind of figure it out. So they're going to have to move the ball to them a little bit. Juwan Johnson or Kelsey, I'm going to go Juwan Johnson. Scadaboo or BTJ this week. I'm still going BTJ, but I understand if you want to go Scadaboo because it's pretty decent. He's been pretty decent for them. He's getting the volume, but I still am going to go BTJ. This one is Drake May or Daniel Jones. I am going Drake May over Daniel Jones. But I do think, actually, no, I'm not. Wow. I just want to. I do have Daniel Jones ranked higher, so I'm going to say Daniel Jones. There. This is why I do the rankings, because that's when I actually pay attention, and have done all the stats on them, and so then I can come back to it. Shakir, Wandale, Travis Hunter, Ladd, Keenan Allen at the flex. I think I'm going to go Keenan. Let's see. Dart or Jane Daniels for sure. Darnold or T-Law. I'm gonna go Darnold. Get Darnold one spot higher. Come on, Vikes. This is abysmal. And we missed the field goal. I didn't even see that. Oh, awful. Awful, awful, awful. Chase Brown or Scadadoo, half PPR. I got Scadaboo a little bit higher right now than Chase Brown. It's hard to trust Chase Brown, especially in a game where they're going to be down by a lot, and if you're in half PPR. Guys, I got about 3 more minutes answering questions. Definitely just feeling under the weather, so we're going to do a little shorter live stream this morning. Ertz or Strange. I'm going to go let me check the rankings again. This is why we have them. Again, you can find our rankings in our Discord. I have Ertz higher, so I'm going to go with Ertz there. But it is pretty decently close between the two. AJ Brown or AO Manor. I'm still going to go AJ Brown there. Kyler or Jackson Dart. Still going to go Kyler. Knicks or Danny Dimes. I have Danny Dimes higher. I've been notoriously low on Bo Nix since he came in, and I don't think it's a Bo Nix thing. I think it's just my dislike, my disdain for Sean Payton, being a Vikings fan, and how he ruined our one chance for me to watch them go to the Super Bowl and lose in the Super Bowl. So I think that's where it comes from more than anything. But yeah, I am a little bit lower on Bo Nix this week. Like I said, they're playing in Philly. I don't love that. Implied point total of only 19.5 is not great either. Half PPR, do I start Myers with Bowers being out? I'm still going Nico there. Playing against Baltimore, who hasn't been great against pass anyways. And then the fact that like their entire defense is out this week. Let's go with Jacoby Myers. Do I start Myers with Bowers or no? I just answered that one. Oh, geez, I'm losing it. See, this is why we're gonna be done in about 2 minutes. And McMillan, Myers, Harvey, Sutton, Dowdle, pick 2. I'm gonna go McMillan, Myers, and Sutton if I got to pick between the 3. Let's go get that 3-peat. Love to see it. Let us know. Keep us updated as the season goes on how it's going to get there. AO Manor or DeMarcado. I'm gonna go with AO Manor. Jacoby or Ladd. Check the ring. I got Jacoby 2 spots higher than Ladd right now, so I'm gonna go Jacoby. Ertz or Goddard. I have Goddard 1 spot higher than Ertz, so it is pretty close between them. Scadaboo or Javonte. I got Javonte healthily ahead of Scadaboo this week. And so I'm gonna go with it is touchback. Thank you. Good job. All right. Best Flex, full PPR, Marks, Dowdle, BTJ. I'm going to go BTJ out of those 4. I'm still a believer. But yeah. Alrighty, guys. I'm going to wrap it up here. Thank you again for your questions. If you have any more, check out our Discord. Tweet them at us right now. You got 45 minutes before the games. Go do it. But yeah, I will catch you guys later. Make sure you're hitting that subscribe button because we got 3 podcasts a week coming out. So I will see you guys. All right. Deuces.